Hi there, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 14th of April. This week sees your ruling planet Mercury combine with the rather erratic but potentially brilliant energies of Uranus. This can give you some fantastic groundbreaking ideas, very futuristic ones, but also it could see you change your mind about your long-term future, and you may go through some kind of U-turn. But I want to reassure you about this, because if you're not sure about something and a deeper hunch comes up this week which tells you this, then having the courage to make a change, well, that's something that really will take some bravery. Now, it may cause some reverberations and not everybody may agree with you. But the thing is, if you're really following your heart in terms of the person you are now, not continuing to tune into an aspiration that you had maybe last year or a couple of years ago, well, that's good. That really does take some real guts. However, there are some potential challenges because these two are linking into the T-square that's been ongoing since the start of the year. And if you remember, Jupiter and Pluto are in opposition and forging into Uranus. Because Uranus is erratic, some of your financial decisions and attitudes, therefore, may have been quite changeable. And Mercury can kind of add to this, but it can also bring out your brilliant best. But it could tempt you to really punt on something and be quite speculative about your resources in a way which wouldn't necessarily be a good thing for you. And also, on the other side of the heavens, we have the rather deep, powerful, forceful energies of Mars. Now, Mars can give you, even though it is rewinding backwards, a greater sense of physical vitality. But it can also see you being more confrontational, especially around friendships. And the one thing that you probably won't appreciate this week, whether it's in your love life or in a circle of friends, is any kind of politics. Well, not politics that suit your agenda, put it that way. If you feel that someone's being too clingy, jealous, possessive of you, you could really resist this. Yet at the same time, these are fairly normal human traits. We all have them from time to time, and usually when we're insecure. So the change that you go through might not just be about your future, it may be about the type of people or the person you want to hang around with. But if you do make an alteration, you need to think about the things that you've been sharing. Now, if you live with someone, it could be the financial resources of your life. If you're in business with someone, the same can be true. So the planets can encourage instant action, but what you've got to do is be more strategic, and that isn't necessarily easy to do when there's this much nervous energy around. The lunar eclipse of Tuesday underlines all this energy. It suggests that it could be a sociable time and you could head in a new direction in the next 6 months. But I want you to be conscious of another aspect this week, and that is laying between Venus and Pluto. And that's suggesting that cooperation, diplomacy, thinking things through before you make a dramatic decision is going to be very important, especially as far as marshalling your resources and your work is concerned. So however much you get this brilliant idea or this impulse to do something dramatically, almost straight away, you need to try and be smart enough to step back and think through what the unintended consequences would be. Because by late on Saturday, the Sun moves into Taurus. And that's going to set up a period of time, a month's period of time, when you're going to have quite a lot of time to contemplate and reflect on what the dramatic changes that you could make this week on how they pan out in your situation. And it may be a case of something that you do in haste, you could repent in leisure. So it's good to be very open-minded, it's good to have the confidence to make changes, but you also need to think of it, the big picture, as best as you can. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.